Hi folks, Stevie here. So it's Tuesday 21st of June, which is the longest day of the year. I always try and do something interesting on the longest day. Last year I took the scenic route from John O'Groats at the top of Scotland all the way down to Land's End at the bottom of England. I've done 1,000 miles in 23 hours. This year I want to try and make an East Coast sunrise to West Coast sunset film. Last night I camped at Rattray Head Lighthouse on the northeast coast just by Peterhead so that I'd be here for sunrise. I had the unexpected pleasure of running into the landowner James of Rattray Estates, and he let me camp right down by the beach. I've given up trying to walk on the rocks, it's just too slidey. Just decided to wade through. I'm here, I've made it, right at the foot of the lighthouse. Aye, so I was trying to explain there as I was walking across the rocks. The dunes are a SSSI, a Site of Special Scientific Interest. There's all sorts of special plants and insects, wildlife live on the dunes. So if you're going to make a trip here, make sure you treat the place with a wee bit of respect. Bloody hell, I didn't realise there was seals out here. That looks like a pup. I'm going to keep well out its way. So my plan today is to head for Neist Point Lighthouse on the Isle of Skye. It's not very far, it's only about 250 miles, but I'm hoping to see a few tourist attractions on the way, so I better get moving. Certainly before this tide comes in. So that's the site as we found it, no mess. And we've done a wee litter pick, picked up some junk we found lying about. So the first part of our ride is getting back to the main road. So our first destination is the Grampian Museum in Afford, and I have to admit I don't have great expectations about how interesting the roads are to that point, so the likelihood is we're just going to zip through that and bring you in round about Afford. Me thinking this wasn't going to be interesting. I wonder if this geezer's going to Afford as well. I think he's blindly following his sat-nav as well. Well, that was more fun than I expected it to be. We've reached the Grampian Transport Museum. They've got a really broad range of exhibits. But of course, I'm here for the bikes, and they've got an excellent collection. My favourite is this fully working, never released 1971 Triumph Bandit that showed how the British bike industry were attempting to combat the Japanese imports of the day. It was quite a bike with double overhead cams, 5 gears and electric start. Sadly, the BSA group folded and the bike never reached production. I enjoyed that. What a nice wee visit. Every day you see one of them. So we're leaving Athol and heading across the Aviemore. From there I'll aim for Invergarry and I'll check in again as we approach the Isle of Skye. Now I could have just as easy ridden over the Skye Bridge, but I've wanted to take the Glenelg ferry to Skye for years. The 50-year-old MV Glenachulish is the last manually operated turntable ferry in the world and runs the 500 metre crossing to Kilrea from Easter to October. It's operated by a community interest group, so it's nice to see it creating employment and a rare piece of marine heritage actually being used. So that's as far as we're going to get with the bike today. I'm going to take a wee 20-minute walk down to the lighthouse, seeing as I'm here. And this is the way down to the lighthouse. You can't even see it. So that's my trip complete. I didn't get much of a sunrise, and I'm sure as hell not going to get a sunset. I started at Rattray Head Lighthouse, I finished at Neist Point Lighthouse, as I said I was going to do. So overall, I'm quite happy. Now I'm just going to try and find somewhere sheltered that I can camp, or find a hotel that I can lay my head for the night. Thanks for watching.